Hello there and welcome to the Hashpower Academy, your place to learn anything to do with Bitcoin. And we'll start this video with a question. Why does it seem like everything in society is of a lower quality than it used to be? Now, I don't want to seem like some Benjamin Button, uh, old man and young person's body back in the days sort of conversation, but truly, like it seems ever since the 70s, something about society and the way we spend money, goods, services, the quality of food. You could throw out an endless list of different things that have degraded, declined, and shrinked in value, services, design of buildings, even. For example, I'm here in Texas and I've noticed that all of the houses, a lot of them, they have these beautiful fronts to the house. But if you look down the sides, it's made of wood and that's a building material we've used for many years, but it just doesn't last. Versus other moments in history where a lot of the buildings, yes, concentrated more so in the cities, were built out of stone and materials designed to go through the generations. And yes, it was more so on a hard money standard. And that's truly where the discussion of this video is going to delve into is what is a Bitcoin society going to look like? How will people spend their money? Will they recklessly throw money in the air, or will the rappers of tomorrow be more careful and cautious and help communicate the considerations of how you spend money in the future? Because here's the thing, the debt money system of today means that if you go to work and convert your time and energy into dollars or pounds per hour or per year, and then you take said time and energy concentrated in this number of pounds, euros, dollars, whatever it is, and put it in the bank, earn some interest, savings. Yes, you're saving up. But if you go to spend it 5 years later, it will buy you less. Inflation, yes, the price is going up. No, it's the value of the money going down. It buys you less because the governments can issue more of these units because it's not constrained to a physical good. Our money used to be connected to gold, and the golden age brought about a period of time where things were built to last. The timelessness was truly evident across all manner of society, the music, the architecture, and all these sorts of things. And where we go with this is, well, if we go back to a hard money standard, what is a Bitcoin society going to look like? With money that the units are fixed in supply, but the energy and compute to produce it is expanding in the system. So repricing the money with a greater purchasing power over time. I think the majority of people right now would just think that the idea of Bitcoin, I've got this money that increases in value over time, it's beyond people's belief systems in today's world, the majority of them. And we're going into a world that's still going to have technological innovation at a rapid pace, but the costs don't change in terms of the body and energy. We're still going to be driving cars. It's just the framework's going to change. Instead of driving the car yourself, you're going to press a button and some compute and energy is going to take you where you need to go. But when it comes to the fundamental perspective that I've written here, it comes down to this, that if the quality of goods and services remains rubbish, why would you spend on it? You wouldn't want to spend your Bitcoin on things that are bad quality because you value the money. That right now money is devalued and continually that erodes at the societal level into all different problems in society. There's 101 podcasters that can go way into detail as to all of the problems of the money. But what we're going to look at is that Bitcoin society. So if you have money that's gaining value over time, to the psychology level, you're less likely to spend it. And what you do spend it on becomes more important because you see that opportunity cost. Why would I buy one of these brand new homes for young people? Oh, that's amazing. I'd love to buy a massively overpriced home with really poor building quality that doesn't last decades. It lasts a few years before you need to replace something. All of these cookie cutter mass production of homes designed for young people. They're really bad quality of building material. But why has that occurred? There's just endless aspects of this to pick apart. But what I see in the future is people trying to design and coordinate society in a Bitcoin world where the buildings are designed to last multiple generations, maybe built out of materials such as stone. That's what I would like. And that affordability is going to come from the early people that hold Bitcoin. And as they rotate said Bitcoin, the medium of exchange phase of what they're going to spend it on, they're going to spend it on their necessities. And necessity is going to become that ever important word, along with timelessness. So we want goods and services and things to consume that are of a good quality, not bad. We want good clothes, and one of them, not 10 of them. And that sort of quality over quantity is truly important. And the other piece of that, in terms of buying cheap things, is affordability. Yes, there's a lot of people that a shirt costing $5, $10 is important because of the access to that, and maybe they can go to a job interview with a smart shirt. But the quality of material has just grossly declined to the point that girls will buy things from these fast fashion online things, a dress that they'll use once, made out of this plastic material that messes up hormones. Another topic. There's so many other cause and effect problems from having a form of money that loses value over time. You're more likely to spend it. That manipulation of consumption creates an accelerated amount of mass production. And that's not to say that Bitcoin creates a world where we slow the economy down. Absolutely not, because here's the thing. What is the value underneath? There is an electrical cost aligned to Bitcoin, and that continually expands our ability to produce energy. If we have a money that can be captured and produced through energy, we build out more energy. And if we have more energy in society, prices come down. It's cheaper to travel. It feeds its way into the system. It fuels the system in the other way around, whilst the fiat system literally feeds on the system and extracts. If you issue more units that spend other people's time and energy, their work, well, you're going to have a society that feels drained and degraded, just like today. And so if if the script is flipped, the paradox goes the other way. If we find ourselves in a society where people feel empowered, the time and energy that they do preserve in the money gains more value because it's self-contained. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. We find ourselves in a world where people are focused on quality, spending this money that they actually hold value for on things of necessity. Why would I let go of my Bitcoin that's so intrinsically bound to my soul now? Because here's the interesting thing. If you was to pass away just memorizing your seed words, it goes with you. And there will be a lot of people that maybe try and just hold their Bitcoin in their minds. And if they pass away with said keys, it reduces the supply even more relative to the amount of infrastructure that's been built out. So it reprices the Bitcoin with even more value. And that's not to say we will lose all the Bitcoin. There'll always be some form of number of Bitcoin or Satoshis in circulation. And all of that expansion of energy underneath just gets repriced to a smaller and smaller quantity of units. So it reprices all of the energy money in the system at a greater amount of value that people value even more and focus even more on necessity and quality and making sure that the things that they buy last a lot longer. It's a big topic and it needs a lot more exploring, but I think that's enough for this video. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.